my name is Valerie. Are you looking for a historical book that will keep you thrilled, entertained, and make you want to read more? Well, if so, I have the perfect book for you.
Read with Val. Read on, have fun, and dream big.
This book is called Fallout, and it says Spies, Superbombs, and the Ultimate Cold War Showdown. It is by Steve Sheinkin, and it is an amazing, amazing book, a historical book, and I would rate this book a 10 out of 10. So in Fallout, I guess there is a main character, but it's complicated. It starts with this boy around my age, a little older, named Jimmy, and he finds 2 hollow coins, and spies from the Soviet Union used hollow coins to send messages and codes to their allies. And Jimmy finds these 2 coins, and he gives them to local detective, who gives them to the FBI, who tries to uncover this code. And then it kind of moves away from Jimmy, so he isn't the main character anymore, and talks about the battle and the war between the Soviet Union and the United States, because the Soviet Union and the United States were allies when they were trying to defeat Germany and Adolf Hitler. And so after they defeated Germany, the Soviet Union and the United States were basically the main 2, I guess, countries, even though the Soviet Union isn't a country, it's like multiple countries, but they were the 2 biggest contenders, and they fought, and that's how the Cold War began. So the main character, I would say, the people who stay in this book, there's this guy named, okay, it's down here, Nikita Khrushchev, and this guy is, well, he's a Russian or Soviet Union dictator and leader, and I guess like the main person, right? And he was during the Cold War. And so there were 2 presidents that were during the Cold War, and names are Dwight Eisenhower and John Kennedy. So these 2 presidents of the United States took turns. Well, first it was Dwight Eisenhower, and then John Kennedy. And there's this other guy named Harry Truman, who was also U.S. president, who I'm pretty sure was a leader for the United States, because he was a president during a tiny bit of the Cold War. What happens is there are all these spies, and both sides, the United States and the Soviet Union, are trying to uncover the other side's codes. And when the United States puts out a nuclear bomb, which is it's really incredibly powerful. One paragraph I remember reading, and I was so shocked, because it said a nuclear bomb could start like a fireball that was the size of the state Maryland. And Maryland is like a huge so a fireball, like massive. It could end human survival, species, I guess. So both sides are trying to get as many nuclear bombs as they can. And it is so fascinating because okay, so first of all, there are these pictures. They're called the players, and they're like people who in the chapter like took part. There are these different parts in the book, like part 1, part 2, part 3, and so on. And the players take part in the chapter, and when you read about them, like for example, Lana Cohen, you can see her, she's American-born Soviet spy, and the book talks about her, and you can reference back to the pictures, and it's so fascinating to see how like everyone connects to each other. And it's just so fascinating. If you read this book, it is a book about, of course, the Cold War, nuclear bombs, and how we were so close to human destruction. Like, if Nikita Khrushchev, the leader of the Soviet Union, and if John Kennedy didn't end the war and didn't put out the nuclear bombs, we probably wouldn't be here. And that is so crazy to think about because, like, you're in the time, like you're stuck in that time, and it is fascinating, like crazy cool. I find it really cool how in the beginning it starts with Jimmy, the paper boy, who finds who is tipped this coin, the whole coin, and it spirals into the Cold War. Like, it's such a good transition. And then you just read about the Cold War, which is fascinating, to say the least. So usually I'm not really into I like historical books, but like books about war and, like the Fallout. I haven't really read a ton of books about war, so this book was just like eye-opening because I was assigned this book for my school, and I was like, okay, I didn't really think twice about it because you have to read it, but as I like kept reading, it was so amazing and crazy to like read about, like how this happened before we were born, like how we're so lucky not to have been through that war. And I would recommend this book to kids between the ages 9 through 13 and kids who love books about, war, historical lovers. And honestly, if this book is such a thriller, like it's so fun to read. And anyone who is looking for a good read that will make you keep reading, this book is the book for you. So I hope you guys enjoy this book as much as I do, and remember to read on, have fun, and dream big. I'll see you guys later. Bye!